Hi, I'm Kathleen Hassan, and this is my story. I came to Life Christian Church in December of last year, and when I first arrived, I was angry, skeptical, resistant, and looking for ways why this wouldn't work. And at this very same time, I was really hungry to know God. And it wasn't until I joined small groups that the resistance began to fall away. And the very first night of small groups, I was the outspoken one that said, "What do you mean by that?" Or "What does that even mean?" And every head turned and looked at me, and Pastor Tracy said, "Oh, I'm so glad you asked that question." And I'm like, "Really?" And for the first time, I felt like I was accepted for who I am. And the next morning, when I woke up, I heard a voice in my room, and it said, "Come as you are." And I woke up and I looked around the room and there was no one there, and I knew it was the voice of God. And so in small group, I did just that. I brought all my questions, and sometimes I was not pleasant. You know, one time everyone was, we were doing worship and all the women were, just kumbayaing. And at the end of it, I'm like, I'm not feeling this. When do I get to feel this? And afterwards, women would come up to me and said, "Oh my God, thank you. You asked the questions that no one else dares ask." And I felt like God was using me just the way I was to be a blessing to others, you know, and I'm learning how to trust God. I think that was the big difference. I always believed in God, but I didn't trust God. And I'm just really learning how to lean on Him and trust and rely on Him and know that everything's going to be okay. When, you know, if God is for me, who can be against me? I'm learning little scriptures along the way and learning to speak that and own that as my truth. So if you're leery, skeptical about small groups, give it a shot. I promise you, you will be embraced, and your questions will be answered. And if you don't dare ask the question, there's usually someone like me who does dare ask the question.